Hello, everyone. Everyone not here, everyone who will be here, everyone who may see this. This is your daily dose of elevation, leveling up your spirit one stream at a time. Today is my son's birthday, and I want to tell you what a miracle he was. Beloved ones, before I speak of the miracle born to me 10 years ago today, I want to tell you why I'm giving this sermon. I speak not only for myself, not only for my son, but for every parent who has ever looked at their child and known deep in their bones that this little life is a miracle. I speak for every mother who was told she would never conceive, for every father who prayed for a child, for every grandparent who sees hope reborn in the next generation. I speak for all the miracle children, those born against the odds, born under signs, those born with purpose, stitched in their breath. And I speak for my son. 5. I speak so that he will always know how deeply he is loved. I speak so that one day, when he's grown, when he has children or grandchildren of his own, he will hear these words and understand that his life changed mine. I speak so that future generations, my grandchildren, my great-grandchildren, will know that this boy was a blessing not only to me, but to the world he will touch. I speak because love deserves to be spoken aloud, carried on the wind, and preserved in memory, and rooted in Scripture. Today, July 6th, my son turns 10 years old. 10 years. An entire decade of breath, laughter, growth, and wonder. And as I sit here today, I remember the woman I was 11 years ago. The woman who would have said, "A child? Only if heaven itself intervenes." And heaven did. Creation did. The divine did. My son was not simply born, he was given. He arrived in Kalispell, Montana 5 weeks early, a land where the mountains rise like ancient prophets, where the valleys hold stories carved by glaciers older than memory. The Flathead Valley is a place where the earth remembers, and when my son took his first breath there, the land seemed to echo the words of the psalmist. I lift my eyes to the hills. From where will my help come from? Psalms 121, 1. My help came in the form of a child. His birth was not an isolated wonder, it was part of a sacred pattern the divine has woven across the cultures and centuries. Miracle births are the language of God, appearing like constellations scattered across human history. Sarah laughed when she heard she would bear Isaac, because the idea was absurd, yet the absurd became real. Scripture tells us, "Is anything too wonderful for the Lord?" Genesis 18:14. Hannah cried for years before Samuel arrived, and when she dedicated him, she prayed, "For this child I prayed, and the Lord has granted me the petition that I made to him." 1 Samuel 1:27. Elizabeth carried John the Baptist in her old age, marking the turning of an era. And Mary, young and unassuming, carried Jesus, whose birth became a living sign of divine intervention. But miracle births rise in every tradition. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna declares, "Whenever righteousness falters and chaos rises, I manifest myself." His birth was a divine intervention meant to restore balance. In Buddhist tradition, Queen Maya dreamed of a white elephant entering her womb before giving birth to Siddhartha Gautama, the Buddha, a sign that a great soul was coming. In the Quran, the birth of Ishmael and later Isaac are described as acts of God's mercy and promise. We gave her glad tidings of Isaac, and after Isaac, Jacob. In indigenous traditions, especially among the peoples of the Northwest Plateau, children born under unusual signs, storms, celestial events, animal visitations, are believed to carry medicine for the people. Elders say that such children arrive with purpose written into their bones, guided by ancestors and land itself. Across all these stories, one truth echoes: miracle children arrive when the world needs them. And 10 years ago, the world needed my son, or at least I did. He was born on July 6th, a date carrying quiet but powerful symbolism. 7 is the number of spiritual completion, divine cycles, and the sacred rest. 6 is the number of creation, humanity, and the harmony between the physical and the spiritual. Together, 7-6 is a bridge, heaven touching earth. A child born on this day carries the energy of connection between worlds, between generations, between the seen and the unseen. And his birth year, 2016, reduces to 9, the number of endings and transition. Children born under the 9 energy often arrive to end generational wounds and begin new paths. My son came to break patterns, to heal stories, to open doors that were once closed. He came to rewrite the lineage, not by erasing the past, but by transforming it. And he was born in Kalispell, Montana, a place where mountains stand like guardians, a place where the sky stretches wide enough to remind you that you are part of something vast. Hello. A place where indigenous people have long said the veil between worlds grows thin. My son entered the world in a land shaped by ice, fire, and time, symbolizing resilience, transformation, and endurance. His birthplace was a prophecy in itself. And when I think of who I was before him, I see a woman who believed her womb would remain silent. I see a woman who had accepted that motherhood was not written in her story. My teeth got pulled out because they were infected, because I liked to play with them with my labrae piercing. But looks can be deceiving, and I do brush my hair. Thank you. The divine wrote a different ending. My son is the chapter that rewrote the book. His life is a sermon. His breath is a prayer. His existence is a prophecy fulfilled. And now, 10 years later, I stand as a mother, his witness, his storyteller. I stand as someone who has seen the impossible become flesh. I stand as someone who knows miracles still happen, not in ancient texts, not in distant lands, but here, in Montana, in hospital rooms, in the quiet hours of the morning, in the arms of a woman who once thought she would never hold a child of her own. So today, on his 10th birthday, I bless him. I bless the decade behind him and the decades ahead. I bless the mountains that watch over his first breath. I bless the divine who intervened. I bless the miracle that arrived when I needed him most. May he continue to grow with the mountains in his bones and the divine in his breath. May he walk with purpose, with wonder, with the knowledge that he was born of miracle, raised in love, and destined for something sacred. And may all who hear this remember, miracles still happen. They walk among us. They laugh, they play, they grow, and sometimes they call us mom or dad. It was a very short sermon today, but today's about my son. So now I gotta go wake his silly little butt up and show him how much he is loved. Remember, your children are miracles too. Why don't you reach out to them some more? Even if they're grown and not with you, they're still with you in thoughts and prayers and blessings. So go, call them. Go see them. Go bug them like they once bugged you. This has been your daily dose of elevation, leveling up your spirit one stream at a time. Sorry it's so short, but sometimes we only got so much time to spend.